I made this drawing as a reaction to people's insistence that somehow it is the victim's fault that they get banned from any forum whatsoever. That's a typical Western mentality. That's why women get raped. That's why children get molested. That's why people get murdered, because the Western society is very individualistic when it's convenient to be negative, but not when it would require someone to have personal freedom and be respected for those freedoms. So this drawing is to illustrate that, and if you don't get it by then, you're not worth anything. You are not fit to govern yourself, and I will not try to let you govern yourself. I will govern you for you. This is a primitive drawing of 5 guys, as you can see. Now, in what moderator or psychophants try to act as though the forum is like, they live in a monarchy. See the guy with the crown? The guy with the crown makes all the rules, enforces said rules, and basically can do whatever the fuck he wants because it's his forum. Well, even in their idealistic society, whatever this guy says goes. Doesn't matter how constructive you are, doesn't matter how smart you are, doesn't matter how nice you are, it doesn't matter. If this guy doesn't like you, you're gone. So, fuck whatever that has to do with your life, fuck whatever content you made, fuck whatever friends you developed on that board, fuck whatever you were doing, were planning to do, etc. It doesn't matter to these people. To these people, this guy with the crown gets to dictate your life and gets to infringe upon it by intruding upon what you were doing or what you were planning to do, or just chattering with friends as if he was in control of your life, simply because by extension he's in control of the forum. So that is not an idealistic society to live in anywhere, let alone on the internet where supposedly we're free. But we don't live in a monarchy. It's never just one person, because how can it be? One person just does not have the time nor the willpower. So what does he do? He appoints moderators. And then you see this plethora of guys with swastikas. And moderators do the supposedly will of the monarch administrator, but in fact they do their own thing. You know, it's supposed to be where they are supposed to enforce the rules and be an extension of the rules, representatives, but they are not representatives. How can they be? You know, they're their own people with their own selfish motives and their own thoughts. So, essentially, you have these 4 people. If none of them like you, you're gone. Just like the monarch. If one of these 4 people doesn't like you, it doesn't matter which one it is. You are gone. Because all it takes is for one of them to ban you. And what do you think the odds are that the other 3 and the monarch are going to side with you? The member servant, the servile serf, the commoner, who doesn't mean anything. You're just a troll. You're just, you know, someone that violated some obscure rule. They don't care about you. They care about this. They care about this circle jerk. So to them, they're all that is important. Your life, your content, your, you know, general ideas and demeanor mean nothing. So it doesn't matter how you act, because as long as these people want to do something to you, they're going to do it. So you're basically telling me that it's my fault, not because I upsetted one guy throughout multiple boards, but because I upsetted one guy through multiple boards with an unknown number of all of these oligarchs in power. What are the chances that every single time every one of these persons is going to like me? That makes no sense whatsoever. You cannot win those odds. You cannot win the odds that all 5 people will like you. But you will undoubtedly lose to one person disliking you, banning you, and then the other 4, you know, jump bandwagoning in on that one guy that disliked you. So, mathematically, you are going to get banned. If you have not been banned currently, it is only because it has not happened yet. But it will happen. It has to happen. Mathematically, it will always happen. Time is an illusion. It is only a matter of distance. It is only a matter of momentum. The only reason you are not banned is because they are finding someone else to dislike first. But you will be banned, because if you're not in this in crowd, you're gonna get banned. And there might be people below them. Let me draw that. Let me draw a fat neckbeard to represent you guys, who are the Uncle Toms of these oligarchs. And then my pen fell. Now, if you're the oligarch, if you are the Uncle Toms of these dictators, you probably are least likely to be banned because, well, you're sucking their dick. And if you're sucking their dick, that goes along with the whole circle jerk thing. However, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that just because you're sucking their dick, they won't dislike you for whatever reason. Let's face it, you're a fat neckbeard. So, you know, you're still taking a gamble. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter what you do. You could suck their dick all day long. You could be the most biggest troll and post nothing but child porn and fucking, instructions on how to make a bomb all day long. It doesn't fucking matter. To them, it's all about what they want. So, there is no moral justification. There is no principles. There is no rule of order. You talk about fucking, structure and having rules for a reason to create so there isn't chaos. This is chaos. Relying on the personal feelings of a crown or his swastika-loving mongrels is chaos. This is not the rule of law. This is not peace. This is not equality. This is a dictatorship. This is terrorism. And if you're going to tell me that terrorism is justified, I will contact the FBI and tell them about you. Because you are supporting what we are going to war against. We are going to war against Islamic fundamentalism. But what is Islamic fundamentalism? Is it simply, a bunch of brown guys with dynamite strapped to them? No! It is this. It is this idea that the Ayatollah can, make all these rules, and then he has moderator Shiites interpreting those rules, and it's this religious oligarchy. That's why we are shedding the blood of brown people. At least one of the reasons. That's the reason we were given. I don't believe they actually give a shit about us, that they care about democracy and freedom. But if it's convenient enough to make money and to kill an enemy, hey, So I understand the corruption and the bullshit, but I also understand why we are fighting them as moral individuals, why people are willing to sign up for the military to shoot at these guys. Because even though it's all bullcrap, we know that's not really what war is about. These guys deserve to die. They are evil. They are the epitome of evil. And if you don't get that by now, you're too stupid to govern yourself. You should not be allowed to vote. You should not be allowed to think because you don't want to think. You don't want to think about these things. You do not want to think about the implications of letting 5 people determine your fate, to determine your character. Because who the fuck are they to tell me what I am and what I'm not? Who the fuck are they to tell me my content is inappropriate or appropriate? They aren't. Because all it takes is one of them. All it takes is one of them to fuck up what I worked for, to fuck up the relationships I built, to fuck up my environment. Because you know what? I deserve to have friends. I deserve to be able to talk to other people, to share ideas, to share my ideas, to be able to write fanfics, to do whatever the fuck I want to do online. I pay good money for fucking online service, and I'm only getting a minuscule of it because of these little fucktards right here. So, you need to think about that before you just say stupid shit like, oh, it's Jim Prophet's fault, he's a troll. Oh, you're just overreacting. Oh. When somebody fucking dies because of this shit, then you're gonna pretend, oh, how did this happen? Oh, we don't know. We never know. Well, if you don't know shit, then shut your fucking mouth. A child just died because of this shit. A little 14-looking-year-old boy just fucking died because of these motherfuckers right here who think they are beyond responsibility. They think they have no liability for what happens to other people. They think they are immune to the law. You seem to have this misconception about what the law is. See, that's the problem with moderators. They think the rules are what they want them to be. That's not how rules work. Rules apply to everyone. Not just the fat neckbeard, not just the unpopular guys who get banned, not just the swastika people, not even just the crown. It applies to all. The only difference between left and right-wing philosophy is who gets the brunt of it first. Right-wing philosophy seems to think that we need to go after the petty criminals. Oh, the serial killers, the rapists, boo-hoo-hoo. You know, the left-wing people say that the people at top are responsible first because they have the most power, they have the most fortune, they have the most land, they have the most resources, they have the most influence. Therefore, that makes them most responsible, and that makes the most sense. But in actuality, we are all in this together. We are all equally responsible and should face equal punishment for equal justice. If you don't believe that, you're a fucking terrorist and a monster, and some American soldier should put a fucking bullet in your head. That's it.